Alright, welcome in gamers to Retro Timed. I'm Nosaj Ttimmed, and before I get into this, I want to talk about something that I think I need to talk about here. And I see this go on amongst a lot of YouTubers and all that. A lot of them specifically directed towards the ones that always look like they are always out there like trying to play crime fighter amongst YouTubers and all that. Okay? Um I'm stating this because I've been the brunt of people getting into my business or like finding things out about me and then or even reminding me of something that happened like over a year ago. Dude, I just woke up this morning and I looked at Reddit, okay? And it was about Melanie Mac's Reddit. It was about Melanie Mac's Discord about how people got kicked out and how just her whole Discord is full of people that do that. And then for some reason a guy brought it up. Well, I got some digital stuff online in metal. Nice, nice. I've been wondering where you are, dude. Like you haven't showed up for like weeks. But yeah, it's nice to see you again. No, the arcade games are Mega Man, Power Battle, Mega Man 2, Power Fight, Super Puzzle Fighter, and Pocket Fighter. Excuse me. Yeah, I gotta get back into playing my Mega Man games, dude. I have people asking me to play World of Warcraft with them. I'm like, I can't even finish. Like, I'm having trouble finishing Zelda because I'm in a part where you have to run through the cave and wipe everything out, and I'm probably gonna take a break from it tonight. So yeah, well, I can believe it. I mean, you got family probably still hanging around. As for me, I don't really hang around my family because one, I'm not. My family was very toxic to me, and two, I just choose not to be around super toxic people all the time because it does wear on you. And in fact, I started actually reading the Bible, doing Bible shorts on my other channel. I'm sure you saw that if you follow that, but I do Bible shorts over there and I started actually reading the Bible and all that. But what I was talking about is that like I'll have to check it out. When did you do it this morning? Uh yeah, I've had I've had trouble watching like keeping up and watching stuff. Here, let me check your channel real quick because I haven't seen you post in like a week. So hold on. That could be. Was it the boxing one that you were that it was, or was it something else? All right, let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. I gotta check those out. I haven't been watching too much stuff. Blaster Master. Yeah, I'll have to check this out then. Are you gonna get the Are you gonna get the Nintendo 64 online service? Because they're supposed to be putting a brand new game in there soon. Yeah, the NSO is supposed to put Gemini something in there. I can't think about what it is. I got that 50. All right, yeah, okay. $50 per year. That's not too bad. Now that the Nintendo 64 has all those old games, my problem is I wish we didn't have to pay that fee to keep to you know rent games. That's my issue with it is like it's the fact that you're renting games all year long and then you gotta wait, you gotta pay yearly on it, which is good, but in a sense, I'd rather like own all the games because that's just how I am. If I felt they should allow you, download the games from the app. Yeah, they definitely should have. I agree. That's something I keep talking about lately on the channel lately is PlayStation's taking away digital media soon from people, and people are like pissed right now. So, it's a topic. It's a topic that gets talked about quite a bit amongst all of us. But they really, really like are doing. They're not doing any justice to the digital side of things. They're literally like taking away what people bought like a few years ago, and people are just extremely mad about it because Warner Brothers is being selfish on top of PlayStation being selfish. So for all the copyright purposes, they Warner Brothers wants them to take the shows away from everybody. So yeah, yeah, it's a mess, and I'm hoping in the next console we do see something like that. I hope we see the Wii and the Wii U come back in the next console because it would be nice to have, all the Wii and Wii U games, every single game on it from Nintendo, all on one ultimate console. I don't know. I feel like it's too late still. I feel like it's getting too late right now to bring that out, but it would be great. Like I would love to see that. I know there's a lot of people that would just like absolutely love that. But like I don't know because remember they brought Metroid Prime Remastered out for the Switch recently, like over a year ago, and I bought that, and that's what that's what a lot of people were thinking Nintendo was gonna do from here on out is like just drop remasters of Switch games. But they should have started dropping the whole like library on us. Have you played the original Super Mario RPG, or did you play any of the new one? Yeah, I hear a lot of great things about the original. I figured you played the original. I mean, somewhere you have a lot of games you've collected over the years, and I'm surprised because like me growing up, I didn't get to collect too much, and I wasn't thinking about it back then. But now that I'm older, I'm just like, man, I really wish I wouldn't have got rid of some of the games I had. Yeah. Oh, it's not a remake. It's a whole brand new game. It's like a sequel to the other Mario vs. DK game, or it might be a remake. I don't know. But I want to play that one too. That's another one I was like actually excited for. And it's weird because there's a lot of people that they're like, well, this isn't a Donkey Kong game we want. Well, that game's been sitting out there. That game's been out there for like years, and maybe they wanted to make a sequel to it. Maybe they felt like it was best. Not from what I saw. It's a remake of the GBA. Yeah, but I'm saying like I think they put different story elements into it. Like they made a whole new story out of it, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that like it's so. I guess the best way to say it is how they made um, Super Mario Bros. 2 and 3. That's could be what they're doing with this, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna have to check, but it might be a full remake of it because Nintendo does that from time to time. I just don't know why they didn't go and make a Donkey Kong game because with the way they were promoting Donkey Kong in the movie and with the new theme park coming out, you would think they're oh okay, so it is a remake, huh? I wish they would have brought out the original Donkey Kong game, like upgrade the graphics and everything, and bring the original Donkey Kong game. Was it Donkey? Yeah, it was original Donkey Kong. That game there would have been great to see remastered. Because literally, the Donkey Kong games aren't like coming out very much. Like the last one we got for the Switch was Tropical Freeze, and that was it. Yeah, I played that one too. That's the one I really liked. I was like, oh man, I had a lot of fun playing that one. That's where I played it too on the Game Boy. I didn't play it on like the. I think the original game came out in like I want to say man, I'm trying to think of when the original game came out. It came out on the Atari, I think, and it wasn't original. It wasn't originally like a Nintendo game until later. I think Nintendo brought the rights to it, but like on the cover, there's a woman. There's a woman on the cover in the Donkey Kong game who has brown hair, and that's not Peach. That's actually a woman named Pauline that shows up in Super Mario Odyssey later. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot that Nintendo needs to work on when it comes to that kind of stuff, and they don't bother to do anything with it. They'll have it for a little while, but they won't bother to even touch it. Like example, we're all still waiting for that Xenoblade export, but we're not gonna get it on Switch. At least I think so. But I read about history of the original DK arcade game. Nintendo originally wanted to be Popeye, but they couldn't get the license for Popeye's character. Oh, okay. I didn't know that either. That's even more weirder. I didn't know that. I have to check into that. But yeah, Donkey Kong's original formula was like the idea of King Kong, who it was supposed to be like King Kong, but they called him Donkey Kong, and he was going around like he how do I want to say this? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think of how he he captured this woman. Oh, okay, that makes sense now. So they changed it over to like Mario versus King Kong, but King Kong's not super tall in the game and stuff like that. But I didn't know that. I'll have to look into that even deeper. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff Nintendo could do that they're not doing for their Switch Online service. But at the same time, they're doing a lot of great things at the same time. So I mean, there's you can't really complain. Like for me, I don't complain too much about it, but there's a lot of stuff I know Nintendo could do. Like with the Nintendo Switch system, they could have did exactly what they did with the 3DS and make it so you can change the wallpaper in the background instead of leaving it blank and bland. And there's a way to do it, but you have to do it through your computer and all that, and it's not something I want to sit down and do. What's going on? Alright. Anyway, the first time I played a DK arcade game was DK64 as well. That game called Jetpack. Gemini Jetpack. That's the game I'm talking about that's gonna be coming to the Switch soon. No, Gemini Jet Force is what it is. That's coming to the Switch very soon too. Okay. Gotcha. Take it easy. I'll be seeing you next time. I'm gonna get started on the gaming news and what I had to say. To start, for anybody that's sticking around, I do want to say a statement out there that, and this is because this is happening through Melanie Mac's, her Reddit page right now. But I'm bringing this up because I see this happen in a lot of places with a lot of YouTubers, and this is why I leave some YouTubers alone, because they have this thing where they'll hold on to something that happened a little while ago and just hold on to it and keep harassing the people who made that mistake as if they're playing God. All right? And the problem with it is that we see that too often here on the internet, and we just don't leave people be people. We got this, and then it leaves a sense of fear within people, not myself, because I'm not gonna sit there and feel bad for things I do, especially when people are braiding me about it. There's no real reason to. You know what? It's weird that anyway, um it's one of those things that I see happen a lot amongst people. It, on a lot of places, it's extremely weird because like people can't go in and just be, people anymore. There has to be a sense of like, well, there has to be this like weird sense of like them feeling like they gotta save somebody or something. I just don't, I don't know. I don't get it. Um, Unfortunately, that's how people are. People love to throw people under the bus, and it's weird to want to do that to people all the time. Be ready to just throw people under the bus all the time and sit there and be okay with it, you know. Um It's just weird, and it's something that I don't partake in, and a lot of people do that, and there's a reason I don't do it because, one, if it, one, I look at it like this, you know, I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus. If I do see something happening, I'm gonna say something about it. That's just normally how I am. Two, we have no right to sit there and make a judgment of people off of something or somebody that's trying to change. And the thing is, like, you know, I have like been trying to, I've been changing for like over a year now, and I've been changing quite frequently. I've been trying to learn from like old ways, old mistakes, things I did a little while ago, and that's just something like I see a lot of people they go after you for, and it's something I genuinely don't quite understand. And I see it far too much in today's society, so I just wanted to throw that out there and talk about it. And now I can get into the news and talk about what it is I want to talk about here, as opposed to talking about the subject at hand. And people just need to stop dwelling on stuff, holding on to things that, you know. Finally updated. All right. So, yeah, I'm not gonna continue to like walk on eggs around everybody and stuff like that. Cause that shit, it's just that gets, that gets to a point where nobody should be actually worried about stuff like that. So, all right. So, let's read this. Xbox Game Pass confirms new game for 2024. I was like, wait a minute, what's all this calendar stuff in the background? And then I realized, I'm like, oh, it's just part of the picture. Xbox Game Pass confirms that SOPA will come to the server in 2024, with news coming out recent CCXP 23 convention in Paulo, Brazil. The Xbox roundup of event described the game as an emotional narrative adventure about things we pass along, and it is made in Colombia by Studio Bando. Xbox, as a whole, had a pretty massive presence at CCPXP23. Not only did fans get treated to the first official Fallout TV series trailer, but fans got updates on Firefight, King of the Hill, and Halo Infinite. Season 2 trailer for Halo series confirmation of Minecraft's Jurassic World Adventure DLC and a handful of other reveals and updates. Of course, Xbox Game Pass wasn't going to be left behind at the event. Soap is inspired by the animation of Hayao Mizuyaki, Spirited Away, Coco, and the Little Prince. In the protagonist, Mayo is transported to the fantasy world after attempting to get a potato for his grandmother's soup. This leads to adventure across multiple biomes, but every time Mio returns in an ingredient to the kitchen, things have changed. Players can expect 3D environments set in South Africa, a captivating story, various exploration treks and puzzles, fun side quests and collectibles, and more. As it stands, it seems like SOPA also promises a gameplay experience lasting 12 or so hours. SOPA is listed for Q2 2024 release date on Steam, meaning that unless there are any delays now and then, fans can expect to see the little relatively early next year. In the meantime, though, there is plenty left for Xbox Game Pass this December. Goat Simulator is confirmed for December 7th. Against the Storm hits PC Game Pass on December 8th. Tin Hearts drop on the service on December 12th, and Far Cry 6 is the last currently confirmed game coming to December 14th. Subscribers can expect a reveal of new games, but then it might be that they will get treated to this news a little sooner for, if not for 2024 games. Xbox has been advertising its presence at the Game Awards 2023, telling Game Pass subscribers to tune in and leading many to believe that more than Baldur's Gate 3 Xbox release date will be revealed. Xbox has used Jeff Keighley's stage for a massive reveal before it was somewhat lacking in 2022. But it could be that it plans to make up for that with its presence in 2023, and at least to some degree, Xbox Game Pass is going to be involved. Alright. Not interested in that. You know what? Let's read this. It could be a whole year before Rockstar releases GTA 6 trailers, too. Fans might have to wait a whole other year before seeing a second Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer, at least according to its trusted game industry insider. After all, after a full decade of playing Grand Theft Auto 5 and a year after Rockstar Games confirmed the project was in development, players finally got their first official look at the highly anticipated Grand Theft Auto 6 earlier this week. The Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer confirmed many long-held rumors about the upcoming open-world crime title, such as its returning to the popular setting of Vice City and featuring a female playable character named Lucia. Much of the recent Grand Theft Auto 6 was devoted to establishing the updated Vince Vince City, as supposed to be Vice, as a satire modern day Florida. The fans even comparing the trailer's imagery to real life photography of the state. Plot wise, the trailer suggests that Lucia will reunite with her. The trailer suggests that Lucia will reunite with her as of yet unnamed boyfriend, who was referred to as Jason in past GTA 6 leaks, for some sort of crime spree after being released from prison. There are still many unanswered questions surrounding Grand Theft Auto 6, and it looks like eager gamers might have to wait a while for information about Rockstar's next open world blockbuster. Tom Henderson believes that the next Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer might not be released for at least a year. While he isn't certain about this, he cites that gaps between trailers for past Rockstar titles like Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 in a certain Twitter post. More specifically, he noted that Red Dead Redemption 2's second trailer came out 11 months after the first. While equally successful, Grand Theft Auto 5 took 17 months, nearly a year and a half, to release a second trailer, though another user corrected him by pointing out it was only 12 months. Regardless, fans have taken note to of the apparent pattern in Rockstar trailer releases, but most are still happy to wait for the next Grand Theft Auto 6 after all. The first GTA 6 trailer is already rich in hidden details and clues about the game's plot, such as a brief shot of Lucia wearing an ankle monitor suggests that she might be locked to a certain portion of 6 expanded map at first. The GTA 6 trailer itself is already one of the most viewed gaming videos of all time, with Rockstar YouTube channel gaining almost 2 million new subscribers after 2 million new subscribers days after its release. Grand Theft Auto 6 was already one of the most hotly anticipated games in recent memory, and this has been intensified after the release of its initial trailer earlier this week. It might be a year before Rockstar releases a second detailed packed GTA 6 trailer, though this one will likely be more focused on the story of Lucia and her boyfriend than the setting oriented first. Many fans are more than happy to wait in the meantime, especially since the initial Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer may yet have some remaining tidbits for eagle-eyed views to draw theories from. Is this the cover art? Wonder if this is going to be the cover art or it's going to be something else. Alright. Xbox Game Pass Core adds 2 new games today. Alright. Chivalry 2 and Total Accurate Delivery Service have been added to Xbox Game Pass Core on December 6th. These arrivals expand the list of Xbox Game Pass Core to 38 titles in total. Originally launched on September 14th, Xbox Game Pass Core is the de facto successor to the Xbox Live Gold, Aside from enabling online multiplayer on Xbox Microsoft consoles, the main benefit of Xbox Live Gold was its game and was its games with Gold program that allowed members to play select titles on it to no additional cost during the brief availability periods. The service usually offered access to two such titles per month. In contrast, Xbox Game Pass Core boasts as much larger library and more stable content library. But that's not to say that its offerings are meant to be entirely statistic, as Microsoft previously confirmed it will be revising its $9.99 a month subscription library service times per year. The first ever expansion of the service just went live as part of December 6th update that added two more titles to Xbox Game Pass Core in the form of Chivalry and Total Accurate Delivery Service. Alright. Torn Banner Studios' medieval action game is definitely the bigger name of those two. Edition's first release in 2021, Chivalry debuted to excellent reviews with fans and critics alike, praising its satisfying combo and utterly hectic online battles for up to 64 players, a combination of ragdoll physics and an intricate melee system allowing for complete butchering of enemies, delivering a game that managed to be consistently entertaining and wholeheartedly hilarious, not in spite of the unapologetic goriness, and but by and large because of it. The overall experience ended up captivating many fans, with Torn Banner revealing that Chivalry 2 surpassed 1 million sales within 10 weeks of hitting the market. Its PC version was a timed Epic Game Store exclusive, arriving a year before Chivalry 2 reached Steam in mid 2022. Its debut on Valve's storefront added another 3,000 units to its lifetime sales total, whereas the game still boasts a small but dedicated player community to this date. So, meanwhile, Total Accurate Delivery Service as much more family-friendly sandbox game that tasks between 1 and 4 players with delivering packages using less than controversial means. First released in 2019, this charming indie title releases on unpredictable ragdoll physics to deliver an experience that equals parts challenging and chucklesome combined with Chivalry 2. The arrival of Total Accurate Delivery Service on Xbox Game Pass Core significantly bolsters the platform's multiplayer offerings. Twitch is shutting down in one region. Alright, let's see where they're shutting down. Alright. In a letter from CEO Dan Clancy, Twitch streamers in South Korea have been notified that the live streaming platform will be terminating all services in the country on February 27, 2024. Twitch recently drew attention for banning a top Call of Duty streamer, and this newly announced shutdown is once again sparking controversy about the platform's decision regarding its community. One of the largest live streaming platforms, Twitch, has received mixed attention this year from some of its streamers' activities, along with many considered to be questionable corporate decisions, while the site remains as a go-to for many content creators and viewers South Korea will soon lose access to the site entirely. Dan Clancy shared a letter with Twitter partner and affiliate in South Korea, noting that due to increased costs and declining profitability, the platform will shut down all services in the Republic of Korea in February 2024. The country ISP service fees provide financially burdensome, forcing Twitch to find workarounds like peer-to-peer sourcing and capping quality at 720p. South Korea has a variety of domestic streaming platforms such as a free TV and TVing, which serve as a competition for internal service. Twitch has been popular in South Korea, especially with the League of Legends sports scene. So many users were shocked to hear about the end of the service. As detailed in official Twitch site, shutdown announcement services in South Korea will fully end on February 24th or February 27th, 2024, with the final payouts being transferred on March 16th. All partners and affiliates will be formally aborted on June 4th, though assistance will be provided prior to that date to help streamers transfer to other platforms. Suggestions for South Korean streamers include taking advantage of simulcasting and getting accounts set up on alternate sites. Dan Clancy made a note that Twitch will be working with other streaming services to assist in this transfer process. While it's been easy in the past for top streamers on Twitch to diversify their platforms, many of the South Korean creators are simply left wondering what lies ahead. The video game and streaming industry have faced a number of unexpected announcements regarding business shutdowns and company layoffs this year, and Twitch has been the center of several surprising changes. The streaming giant recently announced the removal of the Twitch app on the Nintendo Switch, and this upcoming shutdown of South Korea's servers have once again pushed users to seek out other platforms and services. Yeah, Switch is going in a direction that I don't even like, but it's gonna be weird if one day Twitch just falls off the face of the planet. And what I mean is like they have to shut it down entirely. Because I look at it this way, you know, they're I don't know what's going on, but like they're not really, I don't think they're really making money out of it. Like, you know, when you hop onto these platforms as a streamer, you're doing it for free. You're not paying them, and the only time people do get paid over there, I can guarantee you, is through doing an upgraded program that allows you to have like little features here and there, which is it's kind of stupid when it comes down to it. So so this was what I was talking about yesterday. Okay, Elon Musk tried Grand Theft Auto 5, but didn't like doing crime. All right, so let me just say that this is a video game. All right, for somebody like Elon Musk to actually go and say this, the man who's creating, great things, it kind of is funny to hear him say that, say such a thing. And the whole reasoning behind it is like, I don't like shooting cops in a game. All right? It's not like you're going out into the real world and shooting cops. You do that in Cyberpunk 2077 too. If they come after you, you shoot at them, and that's just how it takes place. But he's making it seem like he's going out in real life and shooting at cops and doing crime. He's not thinking about the idea of it being like a video game, um, a simulation to what we can do in real life. That's all it really is. Is Grand Theft Auto is supposed to be a simulation of what nobody wants to seem to accept that. Well, Elon Musk at least. So it's just I find it kind of strange how like that thought process even comes up in some people's like mindset. But it's just, something I don't get, don't understand it, and yeah. All right, so give me a second, and I'll start reading off to you guys. All right, so billionaire Elon Musk recently took to Twitter to say he tried Grand Theft Auto 5, but didn't like doing crime. Grand Theft Auto 5 is the most profitable entertainment product ever produced. It has remained huge It has remained a huge earner since its initial launch in 2013. Rockstar Games supporting Grand Theft Auto 5 online mode was frequently content updated for over a decade. Grand Theft Auto 5 unprecedented success meant that Rockstar was never in a hurry to get GTA 6 out. But now Rockstar is finally looking to the future, having just released the first Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer to record breaking numbers. The excitement over Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer had led to all kinds of discussion about the upcoming game and GTA franchise as a whole. Elon Musk even weighing in on the matter, responding to a Twitter employee who listed out the GTA games that they have not yet played, which apparently includes all of them. Musk said, tried, but didn't like doing crime. GTA 5 required shooting officers in the opening cutscene. Just couldn't do it. The Grand Theft Auto games have been hugely controversial for decades, and so Musk is far from the first person to take on the issue with the franchise content. Mm-mm. So yes, actually, this has been such an ongoing thing. Every time there's a new GTA game coming out, there's a controversy that comes up behind it about like how we don't want it. It's teaching people to do wrong. No, you know what is teaching people to do wrong? I'll tell you exactly what's teaching people to do wrong. It's the media, okay? The media is telling people to do wrong because the media provokes a form of the media sits there and provokes a form of how do I want to say this? A form of like what? There's a guy that just said, "Oh, you did something 4 days ago." I'm like, have you been sitting on this thought for like 4 days straight, thinking about what you're gonna say about it? That's kind of weird. Beyond the story missions that have Players shooting cops, wreaking havoc in the open world will also get the attention of law enforcement. Grand Theft Auto players can try evading cops, but oftentimes they have to kill them in order to survive their crime spree. Killing cops is basically unavoidable in GTA. And so it's understandable that some people might not be comfortable for playing the game. All right. All right. In the upcoming Grand Theft Auto 6 is unlikely to move away from the extreme violence that the series is known for, and will almost certainly have story missions where players come into direct conflict with cops. The first Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer established that main character Lucia is already in trouble with the law and ended up with her and her lover robbing a store. It's unclear if Musk will try GTA 6 when it comes out despite this. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's weird that people want to like already, you know, go after this game like this and it's not even out, you know. It's weird. It's like everybody online when something bothers them, it's called an intrusive thought. Okay? What an intrusive thought is something you let roam around in your head and you sit on for days and you just let it get out of control and wild and you get mad about it. You get mad at somebody about it. And it's just really it's amazing how often I see these people get intrusive thoughts inside of their head because like there's a guy literally on Reddit that's holding on to something from 4 days ago and shows me a link. I'm like, well, I don't know how you're gonna sit on that for 4 days. I mean, that was days ago, and you're gonna hold on to that from 4 fucking days ago. That's weird. It's weird. People like being extreme for some reason. I don't get it. And it's not even. There's some things that aren't even worth being extreme about. All right. So let's see what this is. Xbox Game Pass news teased for the Game Awards 2023. Xbox has been rolling out reminders of Game Pass subscribers to tune into the sorry, I'm not sure if I'm even pronouncing imminent Game Awards 2023, raising expectations for Xbox presence at this show. Some of Xbox first-party games have come out this year, have been nominated for several categories. Forza Motorsports is up for Best Sports Racing Games and Innovation in Accessibility, while Tango Gameworks' surprise hit Hi-Fi Rush has been nominated in the impressive 5 categories, including Best Action Game, Best Score and Music, and Best Art Direction. Over the past several years of Game Awards, Xbox has been using Keighley's grand stage for some major reveals of its own. Xbox kicked off the 2019 show by unveiling Xbox Series X alongside its first gen only title in Ninja Theory's Senua Saga, Hellblade 2. So news, or so, I can't pronounce that. The very next year, the Game Awards saw Xbox reveal its Perfect Dark reboot, which is still in development at the initiative, and Crystal Dynamics Sono returned during the 2021 show with a second Hellblade 2 trailer, this time featuring a slice of in-game action. However, Xbox didn't have much of a presence at all during the last year's show, to the disappointment of many fans. Alright, this year seems like Xbox is looking to make a big splash at the Game Awards on Twitter. Tom Warner pointed out that Xbox is displaying reminders to Game Pass subscribers that include the date and time of Game Awards. And commenters under the tweet mentioned that the ads are even popping up on the Samsung TV Xbox app as well. With Xbox making a big push, encouraging Game Pass subscribers to tune in on December 7th, many are wondering what exactly it's planning to reveal at the event. More people under the tweet are speculating that Baldur's Gate 3, one of the most highly praised games of 2023, could make its long-awaited Xbox debut on Game Pass. With a whopping 8 nominations, Baldur's Gate 3 is perhaps the strongest frontrunner to take home Game of the Year. Next, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom having the potential Game of the Year winner landing on Xbox Game Pass would be a major deal for subscribers after the show. If not Baldur's Gate 3, there will be many more possibilities. Major third-party games stamped for 2024 like Suicide Squad, Justice League, Kill the Justice League, Dragon's Dogma, or Prince of Persia: The Last Crown could potentially see Game Pass announcements at the show. As for now, there are only a handful of 2024 games confirmed to be launching on to Xbox Game Pass, so there's still a lot to be revealed about the service lineup for next year. Game Pass subscribers itching to find out just what it is Xbox is planning to announce for the show won't have to wait long as the Game Awards go live on December 7th. So, all right, there you have it. That's it for the day. I know I talked a little bit at the beginning, but I was talking to him because I don't get to see him upload anymore, and he's one of the people I actually enjoy coming in here, and I appreciate. Mendez is another person that comes in here quite frequently. I appreciate. There's a few that come in here that actually I do appreciate because they were with me before this channel, and as my channels go on and grow, they'll continue to be part of my little group of people here. They were here before I even like went into the Discord I'm in right now, the second time. So it just goes to show you find friends wherever, and those friends will stick with you even though they see what you go through, and even though they see who you are. So just remember that if you feel like you're having trouble making friends in life, there's people that are around that you're unaware that they're your friend, but they'll come in and they'll talk to you, and they'll stick around, and they'll see you go from the downfall to where you are right now. And they're always gonna be the people that remind you that you're not as bad as what you think you are. Okay, don't. And also on top of it, before I go, this is just stuff before I go, because I do want to talk about this, but you know, I don't know if everybody out there knows what an intrusive thought is, but an intrusive thought is when you allow something that you think to grow and expand and get out of control. And it leads to this line of thinking where, somebody is ultimately going to be a bad guy to you. And that intrusive thought gets worse and worse and worse. And you look for little things that that person does that will bother you, and they will try to put you in a chopping block around amongst many people. And the best thing I did that helps break me out of what's known as intrusive thoughts is this, reading the Bible, or playing video games, something to keep myself completely distracted from the things that are gonna set me off or to upset me. And if that's something you have trouble doing, I highly suggest that maybe you start finding something else to do besides being online all day. An intrusive thought can be one of the most, like, it can destroy a lot for somebody. And and I don't know how many people know that is a real thing, but that does happen. Okay, we can look at people who are just, they're the best people in the world, but when it comes down to it, there's a lot of people that won't see them as the best person in the world, and they'll sit there and they'll literally accuse them of things that isn't even actually true. And I see that go on quite frequently in my life. And I have to break it down and describe it to people as like, hey, maybe you shouldn't be thinking like that. Maybe that's just a thought process inside of your head, and maybe you're letting it get the better of you, because maybe that person, or maybe I'm not that bad after all, and maybe you're the one you're letting your thoughts run away with like your line of thinking and stuff like that. So it's just something to take into consideration. Read the Bible, start praising God, stuff like that, and start realizing that things aren't as bad as what they actually are. You know, that's something that I took into consideration reading the Bible. And the Bible's helped me a lot. I don't know how many people it actually helps, but like I feel like the Bible does help a lot of people. You just have to really sit down, read it, and pay attention, and things will start getting better for you. It's it's a fact that, like, the Bible is just, I know it's weird to say it, but the Bible is actually alive. It's alive, and it helps a lot of people with problems that they have and things as such. So this is just something to take into consideration. Don't throw your friendships away over like a small thought or something that's really upset you. Maybe you should, maybe you should rethink about how you've treated a human being in the past, or what you've done to somebody in the past or something like that. And maybe they're not that bad person after all. Maybe they're actually a really wonderful person, and you're just letting that intrusive thought affect your line of thinking about them. This is just some food for thought. I know it's hard for some of us to understand what an intrusive thought is, but I'm gonna make a video about it on my channel where I'm reading the Bible, just to bring it up, just so people understand that it is a real thing. And for me, reading the Bible has helped me, and I know, like, I'm not the bad person everybody thinks I am, even though there's a lot of people, that will literally say it to me. I don't let it affect me though, because I know better about myself. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm off here, and yeah, again, don't let those intrusive thoughts get the better of you, because it'll be the worst thing possible for you to actually do. And with that said, take it easy and game on, gamers.